Hi people, how are you? ¿Qué hubo pues? It's me again, Anita. And today I have a new topic, which is the salary in Colombia. Some of you, like Mr. Sam Chu, in the last video I made about the woman role of Colombian woman, the family, he asked me what is the yearly average payment or wage for a Colombiana, right? So, hey, welcome to everyone, by the way. Feel free to say hi. Buenos dias, Bernard Foster. I'm again in my meditation place. It's so cold. I'm freezing my butt, but I will believe that this view is worthy. Yeah? Don't you think so? Well, uh, hi to everyone who were in the last video and could catch on the live stream. Let me see what comments are here. Natacus Maximus, good morning. Bernard Foster, buenos dias. Bernard Foster, how cold is it? 7 Celsius? I believe it's like 34 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure about it, but for me it's very cold, but it's good. Okay, so the average payment rate in Colombia, it depends on your education, it depends on gender. So, for example, the minimum in Colombia is different from other countries. Um, we don't count the money of a work for the hour. Like for example, the minimum wage in USA, if I'm not wrong, is like 7.50 the hour or 8.50 the hour. I don't remember. Thank you, Bernard. I'm sure you do too. So in Colombia, the minimum wage is measured mostly if, by month. So in a month, the minimum payment is around $150. The equivalent to $250. But if you have a degree and education, it will go upper. But it's nothing compared for USA. For example, a geologist or a, a doctor could make around 3.3 millions Colombian pesos, which is not much in comparison to other countries because that is around 1400 1400,000 a month for a doctor. It's a big difference. And a doctor here, I don't know in USA how much could it cost. I guess that they will earn at least, I will say, 5,000 a month. I will say, I don't know. Um, and also it change if you are a woman or if you are a man. Women usually uh, earn 7 or 14% less than men. Why? Because in Colombia, woman is the one who takes care of home. So a woman who is employee will spend around 20 hours of her week caring of her family, and they will spend around 40 I think it's 42 hours of the week working. It's more time of work than in other places. So, and also when after months of you get an employment, if you get pregnant, the employee has the obligation to give you 6 months of pregnancy leave paid so that you can rest and take care of your baby at the like before you are gonna give birth and when you get uh, paid. How much is a full-time nanny or maid for childcare at home? mm, Usually it's the minimum wage, but people will tend to pay more for a maid or a caregiver because the minimum wage is not enough for a woman to do those jobs in Colombia, because from the minimum wage the person who works has to take money out, has to take like $50 for her health, have to take well, it has to take several payments, so the transportation and everything is not enough. Usually it will be around 1 million, like $300 a month or more for that kind of job. That that is if you don't have a certification. So if you do have a certification, well, of course it will be a higher. And right now in Colombia, I will say that there is something difficult going on, because there are a lot of people with degrees, and I will tell you directly from my friends. How much is? Hola, Easy Mike. Hello. I will tell you, like, from my friends. Sorry, I made the interview before. She's 32, 31 years old. I don't remember, but she is a lawyer, and she's going on. She's studying her third uh, master degree. So she's a woman very well educated, but it's difficult for her to get jobs, but it's not enough. For example, she is right now in Colombia, has a very high education, doesn't have kids, but the most of the work that she gets is like in the outside areas, far away from the city, and she gets paid like if she was still in her basic degree of lawyer, and it's not enough. Like, she haven't been able to buy a car or buy a home, and this is something that is repeated over and over. I have another friend, my other best friend. She's on her second master degree. She's environmental engineer, and she haven't even been able to leave home. She still lives with her mom, and they share expenses, but it's never enough to pay everything, like to get yourself independent. So it's a big problem. Um, and not even count that right now in Colombia they are starting to think about charging taxes on people's food. Like, I will say that in Colombia, you are better off working independently than for a company. Oh, thank you, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Oh, gracias. Thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Tell me, how are you? Is there any question that you have? Yeah, so that's the part. Usually, gentlemen that come to Colombia, or women that come to Colombia to work, yes, O'Shea, no problem. Just write me down your email so I can contact you and we can do the interview. No problem, of course. And then we can talk on WhatsApp, and then we agree. If you use WhatsApp or Kik, I don't know. So, so if you are usually the men that go to Colombia and they are foreigners, hola Natako, sorry, usually are male between 40, 38, 60, so they are retired, and they use their retirement money to be um, in Colombia. So, and in Colombia, they will live like very, very good, in a very, very good situation. Hola, is it safe for you as a black man to travel? Also, which cities would you recommend? Esteban Fernandez, yes, it is very safe for a black male. Uh, I will say for my clients that besides Medellin, I will say that black male actually feel more comfortable in other city of Colombia, like Cali. Cali has a better quality of life. and there is more black people than in other city of the country. Also, Chocó is in the Pacific. Chocó like chocolate. But in Medellin, maybe some people don't feel comfortable because in Medellin, what you find most is like people like me who looks like indigenous or mixed or white people with clear eyes. Of course, there is a black population. Ah, and by the way, tomorrow I have an interview with a black Colombian male. His name is Eddie. He's a professional boxer and environmental engineer too. I feel safer in Colombia than in my city here in the USA. In which city, as you? Oh, thank you, Shay. Gracias. I will save it up. Anyways, if you want my email, is colombiawithanita@gmail.com. The two, Colombia with two O's, no U. colombiawithanita@gmail.com. I have never felt unsafe anywhere in Colombia. Peter Clarkson. In what part of Colombia are you, Peter? O'Shea, have you been in Colombia before? Yeah. So okay. See, I'm losing in the conversation. Like I lose my track. So that's so also. Yes, I do have. Not myself, but I have three more, two female and one male to do the tour service. One of them was my classmate and one of my best friends, and the other two they are brothers and sisters. So they are very good. They are excellent per se. I have to make a video showing the services. Okay, so also an expatriate. Colombia has very good programs for foreigners who wants to put a business in Colombia. If you are American, if you are Chinese or Indian, it will be more difficult. Colombia feel really scared of Indians and Chinese because it's people that could get their investments in Colombia, uh, but it's easy that they monopolize the market. So they are very restricted. But if you are American, they will give you all the helps that you need to even put your business up and legal to get a loan. Like it's easier if you are American or Australian or Canadian. Uh, Peter Carson, Medellín and Calimoso. Yeah, you're right. De nada, gracias a ti, Esteban. Thanks to you. How much is the minimum wage in Colombia if you want to hire someone? The minimum wage is around $250 a month. I believe it's like 784,000 pesos around that price. Yeah, yeah. Or there is people, but you have to be very careful because even you have to know how to subscribe them to their health system because you could get in problem if they have an accident in your home. You even have to give them a uniform. Los de Nomad. Hola, como vos. Hola, los de Nomad. Hola. Yes, vos. ¿Cómo estás? Oh, Shay, tell us about your channel. What is it about? O'Shea Duke, are you there? Yes, it's from 40 hours a week. Uh-huh. That's the minimum wage salary in Colombia. Oh yes, my favorite one uh, is the Feria de las Flores in Medellin. It's around August. Also, like I will say that Medellin is the best. Yeah, the Festival of Flowers. You got it. It's in another video. Also, December in Colombia is amazing. You just have to be careful with the fire, how you fireworks, with the fireworks. Uh-huh. I saw a big police raid on a whole block in Medellin. There was no visible form of aggression from the police despite the task at hand. So utterly different from a similar situation in Europe. Yes, in Colombia, not everyone agree with me, but I do think that police officers in Colombia are paid very low, and they are extremely humanitarian. Like I remember, long years ago, I got drunk, and the police officer took me to my home, so I didn't have to drive or take nothing. And it's been a couple of years ago, incredible floral arrangement. Yeah, it is. O'Shea runs a blog talking about traveling in African America. How you didn't drop in? No, no, no. Sorry, is that I lost the battery, so it got all dark. I thought that it got disconnected. I've been a couple of years ago, incredible floral arrangement. O'Shea runs a blog talking about. Oh, okay. Did I scare you? How you? No, 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 no. You didn't scare me. Sorry. I thought that I was offline. That's why I came to the car. Ay, ay, ay. Is that I started before I made the live video. I called to my mom. So we could talk for hours and hours and hours. Drone talk. Yes, I do. Oh no, this is no bueno. This is gonna to get lost. Okay, my friends, I think that is better that I log off because this get off and on and on. So I guess the battery is very low. Okay. Have a blessing day. Later on, I may get online, and then tomorrow, remember to stay tuned. Around 3 p.m., I will make an interview to a friend of mine, Colombian black male, so that